is that they stream every so there you go. How's your day? Oh well, I went down to insert address here. Here's my phone and social security number. Yeah, it wasn't like that. You have what you think is a casual conversation that's not being aired to the entire internet, right?
So
Like,
you're
by
saying
the
they
way,
were not wise in the ways of OPSEC.
well, I was not wise, right? I didn't think to ask because I didn't think every single conversation I entered into in just someone's personal TeamSpeak was also the home of some streamer. I'm like, okay, well, next time, guys, just tell me. Oh, hey, you've not been in this Discord before, and you don't know this guy. By the way, he streams everything and doesn't announce when he's doing it. So, like, okay, well, that's good to know. Now I know.
Oh.
Well, I am live now.
Oh my gosh! I mean, hello. How are you? I am fine. I am from generic place A and like long walks on hell beaches.
There you go.
Yeah,
You like to
but,
dive into
say-
hell?
By the
I
way,
enjoy
in
managed
case you
democracy.
weren't aware, Mem is live. He just said so.
Yes.
Oh, well, gosh darn it! I wish someone had mentioned it.
He hath proveth that he is liveth.
Yes. Just wanted to let
You know,
everybody know
and that's-
before I went live. Out of courtesy.
Oh no,
Okay.
I appreciate that. I
Thank you for
appreciate
letting
you.
us know that you are, breathing,
you
excreting
are
fluids like every
alive,
other human,
breathing.
and
Some of us
hey, look, I
are
got a new notification. Oh wait, no, it's the same one from 6
Oh.
days.
some of us
Stop me,
are
Bernard.
are subjugating pals, and some of us are spreading democracy. It's
Making friends.
Yes.
the
Violently.
winning combination.
I am fighting for your rights to.
Party.
party.
Yes. Let's just leave it. Let's just leave it there.
Aw, man.
Let's leave it at that uncontroversial remark.
Yes.
Oh no, it's my brother in democracy.
Have you fought for liberty today?
Dude.
Oh, there's a word.
Hello.
Pull my finger of freedom.
No.
Wah.
Lick the boot of liberty.
Yes.
Look,
Freedom
glad to hear
fire
that you're
is the
doing
best
okay
fire.
there, Saint. We were all here. We were doing stuff. We were all loved.
Doing the
We're all
things.
loved. Except by maybe the.
Are we though? I mean,
I don't know.
Oh, my kids
Well, I don't know.
Now I know those kids.
I'd like to think so.
I'm running some tests just to see how well my computer is handling things.
Jen, I
you
saw
have
you
some
got.
reason to
I
believe
saw you
your
got
computer
shouted
is
out.
unmanaged.
Yes, I do have reason to believe my computer might be slightly mismanaged.
Uh-ohs.
It was saying I was using like 80% of my CPU when running Helldivers. Which does not seem like it should have been the case.
You think?
How much RAM do you have? I know it's not CPU, but I'm just curious.
A 32.
All right, that's what I have. What is my CPU usage right now? I am running it. Oh, it's taking 30% of my CPU. That's at idle. Yeah, I'm not actually running a mission right now. Woof woof.
Up. You can
There's
hear
some
them.
barking. There's
Yeah.
some pork. We got pork.
We've got Bork for democracy. So you're subjugating pals as well.
Those are my pups. Yep.
What breed?
Peppers.
I got a Warmer
Mem, if
Reiner
you would
and
like it, I've got some upgraded armor here for you.
I got a Warmer Reiner and I've got a Pocket Beagle.
Oh, the pocket beagle.
Yeah.
Not to be confused with the beagle with pockets.
Right.
What, Shin? Where did you send that new
Oh.
server acquisition thing? Was that Discord? I think
Yes.
it was Discord, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh my god,
It-
they are angry about something.
Cacophony of barking out
Damn,
there.
guarding our territory.
We have a little crate in the living room that looks like it's a piece of furniture with little bars that they can look out of and stuff. And I think they're mad because I put them in there. I fed them. I let them go outside and use the bathroom and everything. But since they can hear me talking, they're angry because they're like, "We want to be where you are."
I remember was it
They are
Bear
upset.
that had a black lab, and every single time she started barking, he'd basically tell her, "Lily, go to your room,"
Yep.
because she had a crate that was open, and he'd like, "Lily, go to your room," and Bart, go to your room.
Oh
It's like,
god!
well, yeah.
All right, hold on. I'm gonna go get
That's
them
what
to
like,
shut
I'm
up.
not having any of that. I like to roam. Roam.
You gotta roam.
Yep. She like going places. Not anymore because she's old, but although actually around here she does. It's like, oh yeah.
She conveniently
She's the
forgets
one
that she's old when
nostalgic
she comes
for.
here.
Yeah, she gets over here and then she remembers her fond older puppyhood of diving into the gopher holes. So yeah, she wants to relive those days. It's like, don't we all, dog? Don't we all?
Boof.
So hopefully everybody is having a wonderful evening, afternoon, day,
Oh.
time in the void,
I forgot something.
period in the
Everyone's
phantom
having
zone
a
or whatever time zone
lovely
you're in.
time
you know.
zone. Happy time zone.
Happy time zone,
Happy
everyone.
leap year. We got an extra day to make up for the hours we're gonna also be putting in.
Yay!
Daylight savings time, the bane of my existence.
Yay, we get to lose another hours of sleep. That's always a fun thing.
Yeah.
I hate it. I hate it here.
Oh wait, are we
You
springing
were still
ahead?
recovering from a stomach
I was
buff?
like-
Hey, better that than a stomach nerve.
Hawaii or Arizona or something. Then we wouldn't have to put up with that crap.
Didn't
I
they?
was gonna say, is it daylight savings weekend?
Next
Um,
weekend.
Yeah.
Oh, ooh, thank goodness.
Didn't
I really
thought
want that extra
It's
hour this
it's like
weekend.
death. It's inevitable, but at least it won't be for
Yeah,
long.
next week is daylight savings week, and the week after that is all the people going to crash their cars because of daylight savings.
Yeah. I thought they were trying to pass a law to stop doing daylight saving. Did that not go through?
It's Congress defined
It
passing
died on
laws.
the
Yeah.
vine.
Yeah. I mean,
They just kind of sit on it.
I mean, there's not any reason for us to have it anymore at this point.
Nope. But I guess it costs them
Congress,
money.
yeah, I firmly agree that
It
there's no
quote unquote
reason.
costs
Daylight
money
savings
to
times we don't need either.
pass the laws. Just all you have to do is just say no, stamp it, and get done with it. No, but this is DC. We have to make things unnecessarily complicated.
I guess you're going up to get the beer type
Yes,
stuff.
I am,
Okay.
because I remembered.
The wife is off to get the beer type stuff
hmm
because beer type stuff is vitally important. So I don't know about you guys, but I'm kind of sort of hoping that we
There
soon
we go.
reach a
Scotty.
yay. We soon reach a point where people will learn the fine art of learning how to stream like normal people.
Huh? What?
Oh no, I think we're losing
I
that
was
surf.
commenting earlier about the guys who still can't manage, who still somehow manage to stream in just chatting, despite,
What's this button do, Mom?
you could fix that now. Or the people who are like, I'm going to stream these sports games that I'm not allowed to, and if the company goes under, that's not my problem.
I don't even know why they bother.
Because, God forbid, they actually go sit at a friend's place and have pizza or stuff like that, or, more often than not, they want to make money off the shit. One of them had a donate to my thing. It's like,
Yeah.
I have an idea. How about we have the cops show up and donate to your...
Man, Van Worm gets really hungry, don't you, buddy? Can't wait to get one of the other mounts that doesn't get quite as hungry.
Everybody feels them, and it's because they really don't care. They don't care about communities. They're here to make quick bucks. That has always been a problem. You know that.
Who doesn't care about us?
Yes.
The parasites who think people are... Well, actually, they wouldn't do it if people didn't give them money. But why are you giving them money? You could just, like... Well, I have to pay for, like, other stream, or for this.
They're my Oshi! I have to give them money even if they're doing illegal shit.
Make my own content. What are you talking about?
Now that's some radical thinking there. I don't like it.
You are my content.
That's some dangerous ideas you're putting out there, friend. I don't like it.
I know.
Sir, I don't like it.
Ideas like that turn into concepts like, I might have to be original and shit like that.
Oh, right, I can build a new...
Unfortunately, you just report them, and that's all you can do.
It's nuts.
It's like he said, report and move on with your day.
They really don't care. They're not going to care.
Nope.
Well, luckily they've been pretty good about taking those things down pretty quick. Thank goodness. Some really unhappy back there.
Oh, can you still hear them?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Oh god. Alright, hold on. I'm gonna have to go and jeez.
So every egg
Somebody-
in the first base is ready to be incubated.
Oh shoot! I need...
Anybody wants any?
Oh, if there's eggs up there in the attic, go ahead and grab them.
All right, I just wanted
You
if
can talk
anyone.
to chat. You're talking to chat now. You're chatalizing. We are introducing here.
Ooh, that's the other thing too. I forgot to check those pals getting funky on the.
Wow, chicka wow wow.
Yeah, they're getting on. We have the breeding farm set up, so I gotta check and see because they should have some of the eggs I've been needing to get.
Making eggs.
There we go.
Making pancakes, making pancakes.
Well, I'm gonna be
Bacon
making
and
pancakes in a
eggs.
minute, but
shaking their egg makers.
By the way,
Wow.
Now I can.
Saint, did I give you the updated password yet?
Yeah, you did. I'm in the game already.
No, Saint.
Saint. You may be a saint, but you're not the saint.
True. True.
I
Alright,
need
hold
to
on.
make myself some fried eggs.
I need to go take care of some doggos. Hold on.
There you go. You can help me.
You know what's going to happen? We're going to hear some shooting and then stay in the ball.
Oh man, you didn't just go there.
That's messed up, man.
Man, that's messed up. You don't cross the old yeller line.
Unless you need to cross the old yellow line. As much as that will traumatize you for the rest of your life.
Like, ouch, right to the childhood.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I hear that. And I'm here to give you some more eggs. There you go. Put those in there.
Okay, and now a word from somebody who is absolutely not our sponsor. These guys have no idea I exist. I'm drinking their beer.
Well, that's usually the way it goes.
That's a long name for a beer.
One day, I hope that some brewery will like contact, what was it, Ghost Ship or whatever, about making.
You'll get an email tomorrow. Hello, Grey Walker. This is Budweiser. We would like to sponsor you.
That's nice. Go away. Start making a beer. Then we'll talk. If you actually make a beer, then we'll talk. Like, what? We make you make beer flavored soft drinks is what you make.
That's being kind.
Yep, it is. That's about as kind as I can be towards Bud.
Yes, I'd like some beer flavored beer.
I mean, I guess the lowest grade that I'll tolerate is probably Yingling. Yingling's not bad. It's not great, but it's not. Yeah. It's not a beer flavored soft. It's an actual beer, not a beer flavored soft drink. After they had the Hershey's, the Hershey's brew was actually not too bad. I don't think it was chocolatey enough, but then again, I'm drinking something called Imperial Biscotti Breaks, so there you go.
So best I can tell, somebody decided they were gonna a dickwad and just rev their engine as loud as possible while going through the neighborhood, and it freaked them out.
I can't blame them, honestly.
Yeah,
It's like, yes,
me neither.
I'm impressed by the size of your car, but less with the size of your. Oh, I can't break this down. There's a fuddler sleeping in it. He looks so happy.
Break it down.
No,
Do it
I'll
anyway.
wait till he gets out, and then I'll break it down, and then build him a better one.
Do it anyway. Kick
There
him
we
out
go.
of his
He's out
bed.
now.
Oh, honey, your IKEA just got here.
Well, move out of the way so I can build your new. Okay, there we go. All right, guys. Oh, you're right there to help me out.
Your new bed just came in. Now put it together.
But right now, I'm building their hot spring. And they all come running to help out with that, don't they?
Every single one of them's over there.
Everybody's here. Everybody's here to build the hot spring. Everybody with handiwork anyway. wish Anubis was here though, because that would have gone even faster. I think I'll build the smaller one here though, because I noticed that sometimes they do kind of do a little bit better. Like if someone's using it and the one doesn't want to, so, or they won't share. Sharing is caring, and yet. All right, guys. I'll build the smaller one over here, so anyone who feels left out. And there we are. Alright. So I'm breeding Blaze House so I can get that at least kindling 3. So that I can make cake. So that I can finally breed a couple of these guys to make Anubis.
Anubis.
Because making. If I was lucky to get a Yormatide Ignis, I'd be one. Because I have like 4, and it still takes forever with the Yormatide Ignis. The kindling 4, it still takes a long ass time. Okay, good. It's not gone bad yet. I have to keep it out of the refrigerator and putting it back in to reset the timer. There we go.
Nope.
It's still gonna take 2 hours for this bad boy to hatch.
By the way, the huge dragon egg there is complete as well.
Yeah.
The one in my room?
Yeah.
I will come and get that here in just a moment.
Yeah, if you get Yormatide Ignis, you're in charge of making cake.
Hold on, let me...
I actually got a couple from those. And the thing is, you can't. The only way to get them from eggs is breeding them with each other. Luckily, on my solo game, I have a male and a female, so yeah, we're gonna get busy. But this game, not so much.
Play some Marvin Gaye. Let's get it on.
Yeah. Jungle Boogie.
Go.
Heard a flying hyena cow?
So
Let's
guess
see.
what I got? I got a Yormantide Ignis.
There you go. You're gonna be making the
You're
cake,
the
buddy.
cake master. Congratulations.
Now you can put them in. Oh, it's this base. You can put them in the fridge, but you can also put them in the breeding facility, and the timer stops.
Okay, so they're attacking this first base.
They're attacking this base. We don't really have to. Oh wait, they might come through here.
They're coming from the opposite
I don't know
direction.
if they're gonna be able to get through here.
Yeah, they're coming from this other direction that we don't have barricaded.
Well, yeah, but
but they can't get through the little hole.
yeah.
here.
So we can just stand back here and shoot.
All right, sir. Let's have some fun here.
He does have a negative 15% to his anti-depletion, but aside from that...
That Gomos is...
Holy
You
crap.
might want to move.
Can I make a saddle for this guy?
And he's dead?
Is that a thing?
You can make a saddle, but it's like 50 or something.
Oh, wait, is it?
Yeah, it's like way high. Go and collect all the Gale Claw meat. That makes a really
level
good
43 to the
Yeah, oh, okay.
Yormantide
Yeah.
Ignis.
You know, we're just shooting them and our pals aren't able to do anything.
This guy's way up here.
So, what is Norman-Tide needed for again?
Kindling 4. It's the only pal that has Kindling 4. So
Oh,
you need it for cake, because if you've probably noticed, cake takes forever to make.
I've never made cake, so I wouldn't
It
know.
takes, with Kindling 2, it takes about 5 minutes to make one.
See, you get to get all Julia Child up in this shit. So
Now, I was making some blaze howls to, check this out. See, watch how slow it makes, even with him.
What we need is more wine.
Although you have to throw it directly at him, otherwise he's just going to go and do what the fuck ever.
The problem is that it's situated in an area where it's hard to put him there.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he physically cannot get to this cooking pot. He's too big.
Oh, he's gonna go and ignite shit. Like, that's the other problem too. And that's the other problem is that he's huge and it's hard to get him. Oh, there we go. Okay, see.
There we go. Finally.
Yeah, see how slow it's taking, even with him? That's how long cakes take. It's ridiculous.
That is so stupid.
Oh yeah. So pretty much when I get one, I'm pretty much just making a whole bunch of cakes.
So let me ask you as a question that has nothing to do with cake making. The question is that I was thinking about holding a round table.
Holding a round table.
A round table regarding issues that we as streamers face.
Table have to be round. I mean,
well, it's a virtual round table. It could dodecahedron for all I care.
Hold a round table. You can't really get your hands around the edges because there's no edges. Well, I mean, they're round edges, but it's much harder to lift.
Okay, we're holding a round table for everybody but my wife.
I didn't want you in, be with you anyway, bugger.
But no, seriously, one of the things I want to discuss is, you know, issues that we may have as streamers, you know, because quite honestly, it feels like we're seeing a lot of get rich quick scheme folks, but they're not really new.
Oh yeah, I mean, you're talking about streamers that are like they're just not really in it to have fun.
Not just here on Live Space. Yeah.
Yeah.
It feels like people have kind of forgotten that this is to have fun. And the point of it is not to like retire at 30 as a millionaire, because that's never going to happen.
Right. Yeah.
They're trying to speed run the popularity contest.
Yeah.
Let's be absolutely honest. When Kick finally gets to the point that they've had enough and actually starts putting in rules, people have reached a critical point.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that'll be. You gotta say what you will about D-Live, but no one's there for the money. Because
no one's there.
But, I mean,
period.
What can you? Well, there are people there, but they're typically guys that are shilling shitcoin or whatever.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I suppose it's they're after money in a way, but
well, and honestly, Trovo kind of started this, right? Where it was like, let's try to gamify the process of making money, make it faster for streamers to make money theoretically, but really it's just all about manipulating.
They really just capitalized on it, I think. Because the thing is that a lot of people are typically, if somebody makes a lot of money in X thing, then you get a whole bunch of people bandwagon. Like for NFTs, for example. One guy made millions of dollars. So then there was the gold rush. Everyone, started in NFTs thinking, hoping that they'd be the next millionaire, and of course, it never happens.
My biggest concern right now is twofold. Is one, you're seeing that in becoming endemic in the streamer situation, and now that people are aware of these VTubers, you're gonna see that happen immediately.
Yeah, I think there are still some probably going to be a lot more VTubers now that had never.
I'm talking about agencies that are just going to outright exploit the fuck out of people.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, there's going to be a lot of streamers that are new VTubers that are in it for the money, But yeah, it's mostly going to be agencies, I think, that are going to be like.
I mean, and this is not something new. I mean, even Iron Mouse has had multiple streams throughout the time that she's been VTubing, where she's like, "Don't do this because you think you're gonna be getting rich. That's not what you should be doing this for, and you're gonna be disappointed because it's not what it seems. It's very much a, it may happen, but it also likely won't happen.
Yeah.
Sort of deal. So unless you're just really passionate about it, don't expect to get into streaming or VTubing or anything like that, and then expect it to, go crazy off the walls.
Yeah, I noticed today that somebody in my feed had asked, "So, what besides partner, motivates you?" It's like I told flat out, it's like being partner has never motivated me, not at all. The point is to build a community and whatnot. And if you're looking at it as a matter of purely making money, you're definitely looking at it wrong. And I got some upvotes for it, and I got some downvotes for it, and I got some people who thought I was completely nuts.
Well, I mean, okay. And we've been the bearer of bad news before too, because I'd been trying to tell people about comics, artists, aspiring comic artists, they have to keep in mind that your art is going to be secondary. You can have the greatest art in the world, but if the story sucks, no one's going to read it. They'll come in. In fact, there are a lot of webtoons out there that people will actually in the comments say, "Well, the art is gorgeous, but this story sucks. Drop it." And that's what's going to happen.
Yep.
And a lot of the artists just got really offended at that. But how many of them are comic artists now? Not a single one. Because I said there's nothing to be ashamed that you're not a comic artist. It's a very, very particular type of artist, and it's not for everybody. Even if you're a passionate, great artist, you may not be a comic artist, and that's okay. Mm-hmm. But a lot of them were hoping, I guess, that people were being oohing and eyeing over their art if they just put together with a story that's even more better. And no, it's not. You have to be a storyteller first and foremost, and if you're not really a good storyteller, then find a writer who,
or at least try to work on it,
or work on it, whatever. But if you don't have a story to tell, then find somebody who does and do the art for them. But if you're like, I don't really need one, no one's going to care about the story as long as I have great art. No, it's never happened. There are a lot of great artists out there that find out hard way that that
there are plenty of comics
out
there that do not look. I would make the argument that even art that is not the toppest of tiers or even all that great.
Yep.
When backed by a good story, can more often than not. I mean, look at One Punch Man. One Punch Man had a MS Paint, bare bones, basic dude aesthetic.
Homestuck. In fact, that's what I used as an example. I said, on the other hand, if you have a great story, people will actually overlook bad art. And I said, Homestuck. And they'll go, well, I think that style works for the story. I'm like, yeah, but that's the point. You wouldn't be reading it if the story wasn't so great.
Well, see, the only reason why I don't think Homestuck works as well is because Homestuck kind of had its niche and stayed there and never expanded.
Oh, yeah, but the fans were absolutely fanatical. And there were a lot of artists who were bound and determined that their comic was going to be great because it had great art, and they were huge Homestuck fans. I'm like, explain that dichotomy to me, because you love Homestuck, but the art sucks.
I've got one better for you, hon.
Yeah.
We were just discussing this a couple of weeks ago. the graveyards of webtoons, of dead webtoons that were made by people who were incredible fashion artists, but couldn't write their way out of a paper bag, even with an adaptation.
Yeah. Meanwhile, there are series out there that have great art and great story. I Level Alone / Solo Leveling. That one had fantastic art and a fantastic story. But between the two, even if you have great art, you have to always keep in mind as an artist that your art is really just part of the story, and that's what has to be the thing that you have to keep in mind above all else. You can't think, well, this looks really cool, but you have to think about what reaction you want from the audience beyond that. Is it a dramatic fight scene? Is it a love scene? Is it a big reveal scene? You can't just say, "Ooh, this would look really pretty." No, you have to keep in mind what the emotional reaction in the story is supposed to be for the audience. And there are a lot of great artists out there that, again, they had great art, but their execution when it came to the story was just really awkward. And people will notice. They're going to say, "Well, this is really pretty, but it's really weird for this scene." So, yeah, you have to keep in mind audience reaction when they're reading it as a story. And then, of course, there's also the fact that you can't really take every single panel and try to make it a deviant art masterpiece. You're going to burn yourself out really fast doing that. There's going to be some throwaway panels. There's going to be a lot of panels that are just going to be quick and dirty. You just sketch them out really quick. They're just almost glorified stick figures. That's what needs to happen if the panel itself has mostly dialogue in it.
And the thing is that's a lesson we learned the hard way. When we were working on our first webcomic, I was trying to write the Great American Novel. She was trying to paint masterpieces, and putting them together, we found it didn't freaking work. Nobody had told us that we realized that.
I was just trying to warn other artists. Look, we found this out the hard way. We're just trying to help. And of course, they being young and dumb didn't listen. But yeah, I was like, well, okay, you weren't comic artists. There's no shame in that. But I can't tell you how to be a comic artist if you're not a comic artist.
See, that's
or if
that's
you
always been
really,
my
really
thing.
want to be a comic artist, you're going to have to really bite the bullet when it comes to these things and work around it. I've had to.
Kill your babies exists for a reason.
Yeah.
I've always thought of myself more on not more as a traditional artist than a comic artist, just because the idea of having to manage panels and scenes and things like that on top of dialogue and story, it's like I can handle dialogue and story. I've done some light writing here and there, and it's okay. It's not, my strong suit. It's something I'm passionate about and something I enjoy discussing and learning more about. But I always knew, the reason why I would never be able to get a story out there myself was just because making the art that goes alongside of it, which is the format that would honestly work best for the story I had in mind, it's not feasible. I don't have the time, and I do not in any way function that way mentally when I do anything, when I sit down and draw something. It's just my mind immediately focuses on characters and stuff. And if you could make a comic book where all you drew is characters, yeah, sure, maybe that would work. But that was something that because I tried doing it in the past and it just didn't work. And
it's just one of those things that it just takes a different kind of artist. Not a better artist, just a different kind. Or someone who's at least, can kind of wrap their brain around it. See, I love, since I've kind of been obsessed with stories since I was a kid, but I wasn't really that good at writing. But I could take things and kind of make visual representations out of them, I guess you could say. And if you could do that in sequences and kind of have a good an idea of perspective and what people's I guess what would have the most impact with an audience, then you're probably at least getting into the realm of comic art there. And so for me, it was doable, but I know for a lot of people it may not be. And it's just unfortunate a lot of artists for getting into their head that being a comic artist was the pinnacle of art, and it's not. It's just a different type. It's a different type of art. It's you're combining art with story, and you have to be both an artist, but you also have to be a storyteller. And if you can't do both, then it's just not for you.
Exactly. Like, I can draw Sonic the Hedgehog in a cool pose any day of the week, and it'd be, it would look good. But ask me to draw a comic book where Sonic the Hedgehog is the main character, and I'm going to tell you, go find Tracy Yardley or, someone like that, because they're better at that than I would be. Because they've been doing Sonic comics for, like, all kinds of folks. Oh, Pikachu won. Hey, welcome. Sorry. We were engrossed in conversation. Welcome to the stream. How's it going today? Pikachu.
If you have come to listen to us to wax poetic about art and skills and stuff like that, you are in the right place. If you're here to just watch us murder pals, you are also in the right place.
Oh, violently befriending pals.
Oh yeah. Speaking of violently protecting pals or befriending pals.
Let's see. Is this let's see because I've got my screen. Oh, it's PETA. Oh, and they're trying to attack this base. Oh, you sweet summer children.
Oh no!
Where's my buddy Fox Sparks? We're gonna go and set them on fire.
Oh, they're at the third base?
Yes, they're at third base. We're definitely gonna have a good time here.
That's the best base to be at.
Oh yeah, it is, because they all group up and on the cliff, and you could basically just point Fox Sparks down in there and then just set them all on fire.
Are you kidding? I want to wait until they set up the Patriot batteries.
Yeah.
When do you think we're going to receive the letter from the heads of the Free Pal Alliance that we're committing war crimes and need to stop because it hurts their feelings? And
I killed her yesterday, so that won't be a problem.
Yeah. There we go. I'm setting on PETA on fire.
God.
Well, they're just humans, so that's okay. Yeah.
It.
Remember, you're not allowed to hurt a pal. Nuking humans is perfectly fine, though. Yeah.
I do enjoy nuking things.
There we go. They're all done. Oh, wait, there's one guy left. And there's one guy that's stuck in the geometry, but I don't know.
There's always one or two guys that's stuck in the geometry.
There's always one.
That's how they survive. Todd, we're gonna die! Quick, hide inside the rock!
What?
You want me to hide around the rock? No, inside, you fucking shit! What did I say? I don't think we can. Listen to me, damn it! We're gonna die if we don't.
Well, he'll come out when he goes running away.
Well, sometimes they just run through the center of the earth.
Yeah, okay, I have seen that once.
Quick, to the Earth's core!
Yeah, a reminder of this one French-Japanese cartoon called Spartacus that kind of had to deal with that.
It had to deal with going
Kids
to the
riding
Earth's
in
core.
this arc. They encounter a gladiator named Spartacus.
Did he say this is
No,
Sparta?
he just disappeared. He didn't say I am Spartacus or anything like that.
I am Stupicus.
Yeah. Oh,
I am
good.
Alfarius.
There we go. But yeah, he just disappeared. He like teleported.
I think he was offended by your suggestion.
I see what you mean about the reload time on the musket.
Yeah, it's.
Someone's very
insane.
proud of that animation.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Well, you know the whole story about their weapon designer, right?
No.
He is a weapon otaku.
Literally, their weapon designer they hired out of high school because they couldn't find anybody in Japan who had the interest, and they couldn't find anybody overseas who spoke Japanese well enough to get the point across.
I see.
So they found this guy in high school who was doing this shit and said, "Congratulations, you're hired."
Gig of a
Congratulations
lifetime.
for being liberated. Please do not resist.
Or Carl. Oh wait, wrong game.
Apparently I saw an article that season 5 of Deep Rock Galactic's going to be interesting. They're doing something a little bit different.
We need to get back into playing that because I know we got addicted to Palworld, but I do miss,
Rock and Stone.
drinking a stout and rock and stoning.
Yeah, no, I'd agree. I think we should. I think it would be a good idea to have a rotator for
Yeah.
Fridays
I
and
don't
Saturdays.
see a problem with that.
Yeah.
That way we can have a lot of fun with a lot of different games without burning out on any ones in particular.
Yep.
And especially since I feel very confident that you're going to like Helldivers 2 a lot, Shin. So.
Yeah, it seems like really interesting to me.
Oh, definitely. If you enjoy the having a game where instead of it just making everything more spongy, instead it has dynamic character or enemy rankings, so that it functions a lot in that like an RTS with a third-person perspective, because the way that their difficulty system works is it's not just okay, now the bug that you could kill in one shot, in the first difficulty takes now 50 shots in hard mode. Instead, it's okay, so those bugs that you could one shot, they're still here. But there's also this gigantic one that spews bile from a mile away that takes a lot more to kill. But he only shows up here in this difficulty.
Because every game has that problem where they just make things beefier. But they're palette swap and make them beefier, and that's all it is. And every single game I've played does that.
Yeah, bullet
That's
sponges.
what I love about Helldivers. Helldivers doesn't do that.
Yeah, I mean, this game even does it. Destiny does it a lot. Sometimes they were okay with it.
Oh yeah, you heard about Destiny, right?
Well, before I get into Destiny, but I will say Destiny did it. Final Fantasy 14 does it. So even games that were otherwise great, although Destiny, we'll get to that in a minute, but even games that are considered great still do that. No one really thinks outside the box. So I'm very happy to hear that there is a game that does.
Yeah, they have different. They have essentially what you could classify as different tiers of enemies. So like if you're playing on, easy or moderate difficulty, an enemy that you might find in like hard mode or Helldiver mode will either be considered like a special high priority mission that's pretty difficult but doable, or they just won't show up, and you'll only get up to a certain rank of enemy. And it functions in a way that makes sense, where it's like, yeah, you're doing an easy mission. You're in a place that has lower enemy activity, so you're not going to find a bunch of those elite, heavily armored enemies. Instead, you're going to find the motley crews of the lower ranks. And no matter what difficulty you're on, each enemy takes the same amount of damage every single time. It does not, their HP does not scale. If you can one-shot them with a shotgun at level 1, You're gonna be doing that in level 5.
Nice.
That
But
is
what
well
happened
thought
with
out.
Destiny?
Yeah.
I know that they have. I know they've been pushing a bunch of cosmetics recently. Did they do something again?
Oh yeah, with Guardian Games or excuse me, Guardian Games All Stars,
Yeah, I remember that.
I heard
where
about
they
that.
decided to do something different, and they're now giving out free for everybody a vehicle that allows you to do tricks.
So
That's
so-
never been done
oh,
before.
the simmer, right?
Yeah, the hoverboard.
Hey, you know what would have been really cool? What would have been really cool is if during that expansion where you had the dudes in that one city, you know, who ride this surfboard thing through the air. What if? And stay with me here. I know this is mild. What if you released such a vehicle, like I don't know, a surfboard that you can do tricks on, that you could ride around in the free world, same freaking time. You know? That'd just be
Impossible.
something. Wouldn't that be an interesting thing to do instead of to do it freaking a year later?
What nobody
We
gives a
literally
shit.
had
You're at an all-time low, and you're desperate to save your job because Sony is breathing down your fucking neck. Yeah.
I just like I saw that and I thought to myself, wow, that's cool. And then immediately thought after that, wow, this would have been a great thing to have included at launch for Lightfall.
Yeah.
Because at least then they would have said, hey, we added something into the game that's never been there before. Yay! Instead of tying it to an event that nobody even likes. Like, at least, like, that's one thing that never made sense to me. It's like, they kept Guardian games. They got rid of Crimson Days. And it's like, I'm pretty certain people liked Crimson Days more than they liked Guardian games.
Hell, people like SRL.
Especially-
They kept getting demands to bring SRL back, and nope, it doesn't fit our vision. Ah, I get it. Your vision, which means try to make as much money as possible with doing the least amount of work.
But we could make so many more strikes. My brother in Christ, you haven't released a new strike for like how long now?
But
You
we
released
made
one what?
Battlegrounds.
Oh God, I hate Battlegrounds. I hate
No,
Battlegrounds.
I know they're proud of this shit where they just nickel and dime and everything, acting like if they brought back SRL, then they wouldn't have time to work on strikes or new Crucible Gambit maps. It took them how long to bring back? It took them how long to bring back Rift, and then Rift was a pale imitation of its former self.
Oh,
I'm
well,
free
you
of
know
sword.
the thing is that with the PvP map pack that they were developing, and then they fired everybody, and then they said, "Oh, we're still working on it." Oh, wait, no, we're not.
Wait, did they cancel that?
Yep.
No.
You know why they canceled it? Because they don't have anybody to work on it.
Yeah, then you know those people that they fired? Oopsie
Yeah.
poopsie. It was a panic firing. They were all freaking out about potentially losing, a couple of pennies, and so they basically mass fired a whole bunch of people, including, one of the guys that kind of made Destiny what it was.
Security,
Michael
their security is literally 2 people. That's their security team now. That's not an estimation or a meme. It's Bungie's own admission.
Wait, so when did they announce? I had not heard them announce that they were not going to be doing the map pack. Is that legit? They actually
Yep.
said. When did they say that?
Yep.
Was that recent?
It was about a month ago.
Because I didn't hear a single peep about it.
That was on purpose. It was let's release this on Friday afternoon so it has the weekend to die.
Okay, buzzes. Let's see. Thinking. Okay.
Okay, I'm not seeing anything about this.
Well, I'll have to look and find the article for you.
Okay. Yes, if you can find that and send it to me, because I did a quick Google search and I could not find anything. And that seems like the sort of thing that a lot of these websites would be all too happy to like immediately start posting about, considering all the clicks it would get them from angry people.
Okay, you guys, make us an Anubis. We need
Anubis.
handicraft 4.
No, but this shouldn't surprise you that they just, you know.
Anubis, I'm Anubis, I'm Anubis. I'm Anubis, I'm Anubis, I'm Anubis.
Yeah. Cute little jackal guy. Martial. Actually, it's kind of funny. He fights like with almost looks like he's a martial artist. Okay. Works though. But mostly handicraft 4. Mostly handicraft 4, guys. He was mining 3, so he's actually from mining. His sandy doesn't drop very low. But yeah. That handicraft 4 stuff that takes forever to build takes almost literally seconds if you've got him working on it. So yeah, him, her, I forgot. They come in different sexes. But yeah.
Yep, nothing like ethnic Lucario, as they call them.
He's a great base pal. He really is. He's not too bad to fight either, but he's, I think, really shines when he's like helping out with handicrafts, building shit.
Interesting.
And yeah, I actually put him on some of my mining bases too, because he is mining 3. And yeah, on this guide, I'm like best mining pals and best all around base pals, and he's actually on there. So, yep. He's a good boy.
Well, I'm still thinking about that article from yesterday. What's the most useless pal?
Oh, it makes me sad because it's true. As much as I like.
Is it Katara?
No.
No, the what it is, the thing was is their criteria for the article wasn't if it was badly designed or you just don't like the name. It's by the time you come to it, you actually
Get your hands on one.
get their hands on one or hit it in the wild. It's already outclassed by something you already have.
Yeah.
What was
It's-
that?
Oh, he won the fire one,
My
right?
life is number 1.
It looks like it was designed by Square Enix. The design is great. I actually love the design. It's got a very interesting, very good design, and you can ride it. It can act as a mount, but it's not as fast as a dire owl, and it doesn't have the jumping ability of the deer or the fangalope. Fangalope and dire owl seem to generally move about the same speed at base, but fangalope has this double jumping ability that basically is on tier with Destiny Hunters. That's how good their double jump is. They have a fantastic. In fact, there's some times where you'd be tempted to use a flying mount and you could really just get away with using a fangalope. That's how high their double jumping is. And Marriott has a very large jump. Its jump is actually pretty high, but it's only one. It doesn't have the double jump. And it doesn't really move it moves faster than, like, say, alpacas or whatever, but not as fast as other mounts do. And its powers are kind of get outclassed by other dark and fire pals. So it's a sad little pal. It's unfortunately just not. Gets just outshunned by even like your land balls. You take a weak ass land ball and you get him up to Lammenheimer up to 4 stars, and he's nuking the countryside.
True.
But yeah, it's just like I said, it's kind of it's one of those that it breaks my heart, but it's true because I really like them. I love the design. And I like their power sets, and it kind of did feel like a good mount to ride, but it just doesn't really get you from point A to point B faster the way you want it to. So, and it only has like mining 1, and I think it has like gathering 1, mining 1. Got a decent set of like farming skills, but not anything to really sacrifice and a pinglet for on the base.
Right.
As I said, it breaks my. I love them, but it breaks my heart that they're kind of a useless pal. I mean, more levels so I can make my blaze house. I
want to go capture Suzaku because outside of the Jet Dragon, that's probably the best flyer.
Is it?
Yeah.
I thought that Quiverns were, because they have.
Oh no, the Suzakus can get much higher.
Well, it's not just height. There's a bunch of different things. Like
they also have better stamina.
Oh, they do have better stamina. That's the main thing for flying pals. They just have to have a lot of stamina. Like Hell Zephyrs was supposed to have higher stamina, but I kind of seem to compare the two, and it seemed like Wyverns have more stamina, in my opinion.
They do.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So okay, if Suzaku does, then shit, I'll just switch to Suzaku when I can get one. But the saddle is what?
Level 45.
Oh yeah, that's what I thought. Even on my solo game, I can't make the saddle for. I have a Suzaku, but I can't make the saddle for it. Yes, go eat. I swear, it's just so weird watching like Bushi eat because, okay, you can tell that Bushi is keeping like the berries in her hand. And is eating kind of like you can see picking the berries out of the hand and eating them. But with that straw in his mouth, it looks like he's rolling a joint. I cannot unsee that. It looks like he's just dabbing. Okay, I'm just rolling for my cigarette. What has been seen cannot be unseen.
Which is a lot of things in this game.
The forbidden knowledge is strong.
My absolute favorite thing. And this is even worse than the Lovanders, because the Lovanders are just damn creepy. But like for Lylene Nath, I love this. This description is absolutely hilarious. All right. The description for the entry for Lylene Nath, an elegant pal full of grace. It admonishes any who are disrespectful with a painful slap. some pals actively seek out this punishment.
What?
Yeah, and considering that apparently from what I can read of like various in my limited weeb experiences from reading a lot of manga and anime and whatnot, is that one of the things the Japanese consider to be a sign that someone is a real pervert is if they're a masochist. So
I
Spare me, her daddy.
yeah, they step on me, please. Oh, for the Japanese, that's downright kinky. So, or at least that's what I'm getting the vibes of. You know, if you want a shorthand for someone who's kinky, make them a masochist. So yeah. And so the Japanese is like, yeah, some pals are really kinky. They actively seek out the admonishing slap from Lilene Knox. Slap me harder, mommy. Will the V front please step on me? So learning things, like I said, what's been seen cannot be unseen, or what's been heard.
Oh, let's see. We have the suspicious juices and shit like that.
Poppies.
Poppies.
Opium poppies.
Cocaine bird.
Cocaine.
Cocaine bird is the ultimate.
Yeah.
The second to the last boss, it is in the lore. He has got his bird addicted to cocaine. His Polaris.
Yeah. It's definitely, this game is definitely not your daddy's Pokemon.
My bird's addicted to cocaine.
Cocaine. Dun, 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 dun. Actually, somebody needs to get like a clip of that Eric Clapton song. Because, yeah, man. We're so full of wrong over here. Casa Barba.
This game is so wrong.
And this game only encourages my depravity. If anything, I'm just commenting on his depravity. So where do I want to? Nope. Elizabeth is 31, but man, she's a tough cookie boss. Alexasaurus wasn't that
a
difficult.
tough one.
Mainly because you have those little bee guards, bees nuts, that doing their suicide, kamikaze shit.
Get down, Mr. President. Beep, 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 beep.
Yeah, they love doing that shit. Okay, who is? Aha.
I'm still trying to figure out how. Oh, they added something to the pan.
Oops.
Apparently, you don't just cook a drumstick and an egg anymore. Now, apparently, you have 2 hash browns to go with it too.
Ooh, hash browns. Those little ones decided to. We're in the F around stage of around find out. Let's go and worm. Let's go and speaking of having around finding out. Hello, Rexosaurus. Oh, he's gonna sleep. Okay, well, that makes things easier. Wakey, wakey. Oh, Bushy.
7 Bushi. Oh,
Oh,
God.
no.
Yeah.
Seriously, you went there, guys?
Oh, you never saw that before?
No, I haven't.
Wait, what was it?
7 Bushi.
Yeah, 7 Samurai. Oh, man, why am I
Wait, so
on
it's
fire?
called the raid is called the Seven Bushi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh god, I'm gonna die because the fire would not stop. Fucking annoying. It's like I was on fire for like a lot longer than. I think some of the battles in here are a little weird because it looks like they're expecting you to mount your pal, but you can't really dodge. That's like okay. But yeah. 7 Bushi indeed. Oh, that's why. It's because I had the wrong underwear on. Not that explaining.
Having the proper underwear on
Yeah,
is important
I had to say
to
it unironically in this
protecting.
game. Oop.
Oh, you can actually see them.
What?
This time you can actually see them.
Oh, the raiders. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go sleep to heal a bit.
Not the underwear. The raider.
That's what was throwing me off. I was like, that's a weird choice for this game. Okay.
Yeah, now they're leaving.
Bye bye, boys. Have fun storming the castle, or not. Failed castle storming.
They're off to the next Kurosawa film.
Hey, if you're in Hidden Fortress, if any of you guys are in Hidden Fortress, can I have your autograph?
I prefer Throne of Blood.
Actually, his first Kurosawa films, his last one was probably his magnus opus. He pulled a total David Bowie there. Or should I say that David Bowie pulled a Kurosawa? Because technically he was first.
Actually, strangely enough, my favorite Kurosawa film has nothing to do with samurai.
Well, that's what I mean. It was.
No, I'm talking about High and Low.
Oh, okay. Because yeah, there was the. Actually, there were several of his that were not samurai related that were really great. Like, what was the one that was about the bureaucrat? It was set in modern. It was one of his modern ones.
He only made 3 modern ones.
Okay, because there was a mystery one that he did.
That's High and Low,
High and Low, which
is based on an Ed Bain novel.
and then there was, or was it a different director who did the one based on the bureaucrat that was dying from stomach cancer?
It was a different one based on a Kurosawa script.
Okay, yeah, that's where I got messed up because I thought it was, I knew he had something to do with it, but it was a different director. So okay, that one was definitely punches you in the feels in a number of ways. And then his last one, what was Colors, I think.
Memories.
Memories. Okay, yeah. That one was definitely an art, and that was like the one of the, because I think it was the first color film, first and last color film that he did. I mean, we watched them.
Mm-hmm.
And the very last that wasn't like a movie. It was almost like a series of skits, which was definitely very experimental. So rather than being a unified movie, Well, I mean, it had a central theme.
Well, it was an anthology. It was an
Yeah.
anthology film.
So it had a central theme, but yeah, I think it's because the last skit, I guess for lack of a better word, skit is what kind of sticks with you, which is why he put it last. I could tell, and that was the Anu funeral. And yeah, you're like Anu. Yeah, he actually did one dealing with the Anu minority. And yeah, there was an Anu funeral, and it was kind of, I guess they were the observer was talking to an old man who was talking about that it was the funeral of his first love. And so there's kind of some nostalgia mixed in, but it also kind of demonstrated the some specific points of Ainu culture that even Japanese may not necessarily know. So, or I should say Yayoi, the majority Yayoi Japanese. So anyway, but it was a very interesting film that definitely stuck with me. So there we go. Kurosawa films. I did think Hidden Fortress is kind of amusing, although that wasn't really his best film. I don't know why that was the one that Lucas decided to base Star Wars off of, but here we are.
Because it was the one that worked, and it was the one he watched to death.
Well, I mean, Colors was definitely after Star Wars, obviously.
Well, keep in mind that it was hard to get. It was the 70s. It wasn't exactly easy to get their hands on.
Yeah, you gotta find that. Although, well, no, 60s, because that was when he was watching that stuff. Back in the 60s, but in the 70s, it was starting to become a little bit more mainstream because a lot of the animation that I watched as a kid was actually Japanese. The stuff based on Osamu Tezuka's manga, there was a lot of that. A lot of the stuff that's on Nickelodeon in the early days was actually joint Japanese, French, Spanish. Because let's see, there was the Spartacus one that I mentioned. If you look up like Japanese Spartacus, you'll probably find it. That was on Nickelodeon. Then there was the Mysterious Cities of Gold, which was, I think, a joint Japanese-Spanish one. I'm not entirely sure. It may have been like joint Brazilian. I can't remember off the top of my head. I pretty much had a steady diet of Leiji Matsumoto stuff. So, like one of the first ones I watched was actually his sci-fi take on Journey to the West. Everyone, Journey to the West has been done to death. But one of the ones that was the most unique takes on it was Leiji Matsumoto, and that was back in like the 70s, and he did something called like Starzinger Z. Now it was dubbed into something called Spaceketeers, so it had a kind of a stupid name. I guess they were trying to Mouseketeers, Spaceketeers,
Musketeers.
What?
Musketeers.
Musketeers, yeah, okay. I guess I thought that would be more recognizable.
This was before the anime industry, so it was all considered cartoons.
So yeah, they were. But yeah, I remember my brother and I were thinking the main character, who is obviously Sun Wukong, and he was even color coded red for heroic. It basically ate an entire apple core. We remember that part very well. Like, yeah, he was basically eating an apple and then he swallowed the apple core, and we're just like, what the fudge? But since it's Sun Wukong got a Sun Wukong. I thought he was kind of obnoxious too, but that's also Sun Wukong. Pardon me on the cheese tour here, especially since Jim told you we were listening to a country song that was about 80s and 70s nostalgia.
Yeah, I heard about
I still don't get
Talk about peeling the stickers off of your Rubik's Cube. I'm like,
Like watching MTV in parachute pants,
I
and
was
it's
like,
like,
okay,
aren't you committing a cardinal sin of country music there, dude?
Yeah, talking about MTV.
What was the song called?
We don't even know because it was just playing in the
19 something, and no, I think that's the actual.
Yeah,
name
it
of
is like because I remember.
Give me a second, I'm looking it
One of
up.
the lines, one of
wait.
the refrain is
Are you talking about the one that
was.
goes, "It was 1970 something"?
That's it, yeah.
That's the one.
Yeah,
That's the one.
I know the one you're talking about
Okay.
now.
Yeah, 1980 something, 1970 something. Which admittedly is a cute turn of phrase because a lot of us don't remember the exact year that a lot of the stuff we were watched or engaged in.
Yeah.
But still, it was just weird to hear a country song.
How does it go in the chorus go again? It's like. Or I'll be thinking of a different one. I know that song as well, but there's another one that goes like "A Heart Don't Forget" something like this, but that's a different song. I was getting the chorus for "A Heart Don't Forget" with 1980 something.
No, we just heard it and it's like,
We're just kind of brain farting there. Like,
Yeah,
I know
I heard-
exactly
I
what
heard-
this is. One of a country song that's actually relatable, but it's a country song. I don't. Brain does not compute.
It's an old, here's the funny thing. That's an older country song too. That is not a new country song. It's been around for a while.
Huh.
I mean, who sings that? It's not Tim McGraw, I don't think. Mark Wills, 19 something. Let's see, when did that get released? 2002. That song's over 20 years old now.
Well, okay.
The song itself is nostalgic.
Hey, cool. I got a bee guard out of they charged me that stupid suicide attack, and I threw a ball at it. That's cool. Anyway, I wasted some whiffles though, so I'm happy about that.
I wish that there was a way to mark places, or rather, I wish there was a way to like have a detailed map, like at your, where you could like go and see like, hey, where can I find X resource? Because, geez, I cannot think of where to go to get sulfur.
Do you mean in the game or?
In the game at all? Yeah.
Well, that's what I mean, because there is actually a site that does have maps where you could find this stuff. Game8.co has a Palworld thing. Because actually, that's what I'm looking at right now to find some of these dungeons. Because I was, I couldn't find dungeons to save my life, no matter how hard I looked. But yeah, here we go. But yeah, I kind of wish there was something like that in the game where you could actually find. They would actually show you, because the only thing you can do is after you find them, you can add them to your map. But like trying to find them is always a pain in the butt.
Yeah.
Like I've just found a dungeon and I'm marking it on my map right now. But
Yeah, I've got to pull it up right now. Here, let's see, what is this? Ore nodes. I don't need
oh, for
ore.
fuck's sake!
I need sulfur. Let's see, that's.
Yes, that was very stupid of you, B-Guard.
yeah, I found I had to do a lot of jumping around to find sulfur and stuff.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons I'm going these dungeons is to get sulfur. Alright.
It looks like it's all situated over there by the daggum volcano.
Yeah, most of it is on Mount Obsidian.
Alright, let me mark the fucking map, please. Why would you not let me mark the map? There we go.
Because I'm the map.
Damn.
I'm the map. I'm the map. I'm the map. Yeah.
There we go. Now I'm gonna get at least some sulfur in here.
I'm the map. I'm the map.
Come on, Catrice, get in that ball. Get in the ball, bitch. Come to our gulag.
Yo, Shinji,
Runner
get in the
capacitor.
robot.
Oh, shit. I took off my Fengalope. Damn it. Oh, well. I guess when I get back, I'll have to remember to put Fengalope back on. Because I don't like...
Meanwhile, some like, what kind of weird porno statement is that? Hey guys, she said she was taking off her Fengalope.
At this point, I've realized it's better not to ask.
No, I was gonna say, barely 18 love handers taking off their Fengalope.
Please no.
Well, I would say it's not that kind of game, but actually, yes, it is.
It kind of is that game. Very much that game.
Yeah. No, not feel bad.
Well, if it makes you feel better, I found some sulfur.
Oops, I
That
killed
makes me
you.
feel a little bit
Bye
better.
bye.
Not much, but a little bit.
Well, I'll just ride my friend Shillet here. We're going places, son. They don't move very fast, but at least I get the cute factor. My cute little ice weasel. Not the browser. Oh, there's coal here. Should I get that? Or nah?
Yeah, because, you know, we have a problem with coal.
In my solo game, I was having such a hard time finding it until I found a place that I could have them mine it for me. There we
You will
go.
now mine this resource for me, or else.
Get back here. Yay, another. There, I saved Petrus from getting whacked by PETA. See, aren't you glad you stayed in the ball?
I'm from the government, and I'm here to help.
And though she's probably just gonna be, smoothie bait, but hey! Our PETA will kill you with impunity. I can't help but think they really are kind of like PETA because, they're of their very hypocritical stance. It's like, yeah, that's basically every quote-unquote animal rights group ever.
Right.
Not animal welfare group, because SPCA is kind of a mixed bag from what I hear, because I've not...
SPCA, not the US
Yeah.
SPCA.
Although the ones
That's a separate organization that has a similar name.
The ones over here have been pretty good.
No, I'm saying people think they're the same organization.
Yeah, no.
The SPCA and the US SPCA
Yeah.
are two different organizations.
Yeah.
Do you need sulfur?
I got some.
Okay, so I'm gonna say if you need it, it's like come to where I am.
I was just about to mass produce some gunpowder, so I'll start making bullets.
I'll let them kill each other.
It's too bad we can't do the nail economy anymore.
True.
Yeah. Sad but true.
Oh, it's hilarious. We saw this. We saw this picture yesterday of a guy who had made something like 100,000 nails and had planned to strike it rich just before the patch came out. Oopsie.
Yeah, I feel kind of bad, but yeah, at least he had a sense of humor about it because he was the one who posted it. Like, okay, I want to share my misery with the world. Now, in my solo game, I really haven't had any problem with making gold. I just basically slap a Mao down and grazing, and I get like gold coming out of my butt practically. But I know some people have struggled with that. Like they made me buying a whole shitload of pal oil or something. I don't know.
No, at the to the later settlements, you can actually buy ammo.
Well, yeah. I have noticed that I could buy like handgun ammo. Was he gonna? Oh, he's not starting shit. Okay, good. Go away. I'm busy. Well, at least this is faster than walking. I feel like I'm kind of nerfed though, because I know ferrets move a lot faster than this.
They are some speedy little guys.
Oh yeah.
Got me a lucky premise.
An alpha catress. But I remember I was I was in San Antonio, in a pet shop in San Antonio, and gosh, this is so funny. This is they had this beautiful albino ferret. And you could tell the person that was, was there really liked, either animals or ferrets in particular. Yeah, they showed me that. Yeah, one of the things you can really do is you can pick them up by the scruff of the neck, and they love it. And you demonstrate. You basically pick this ferret that was kind of, really active and bright-eyed and sniffing around, just really very alert. He picked this ferret up by the scruff of the neck, and it suddenly went slack, completely slack, eyes droopy, and let out this huge yawn.
No. Honk shoe.
And he explained that it's because that's how mothers pick up their kids. And so it's the same reason that cats need. A lot of times, if they're like really lax, they start kneading and purring and whatnot. Is because when they're nursing it and mom's teeth, they kind of do that. So if it reminds them kind of those nostalgia days where you were kind of curled up against mom. So for ferret kits, it reminds them of their kit days when mom was picking them up by the scruff of the neck. But it was the funniest thing, and just watching this ferret pick it. And they even said, "Here, try it." And so it's like, yeah, this ferret looked like this ferret's he's way too active. You see this is gonna work? Picked him up by the scruff of the neck, and then went slack, yawned. Looked like he was just about ready to pass out. I love ferrets. I love animals in general, though. But yeah, this you see the smile when you look underneath and the little smile. You're not going to be smiling for long though. We're about to go kick Catress's ass. So let's pull out. Let's be really malicious and pull out Lamball. Let's pull out Sir Phobos. Kick her ass, dude. All right, go for it. Okay, she's just kind of ignoring us, like the queen she is. Hey, knock knock. I'm not even attacking first. I'm just sitting there and it's just like, okay. Mainly because I feel bad for shooting first. I'm not like Han. Okay, all right. Well, I'll pull a Han. Han shot first. Oh, now she notices. Unfortunately, shit. I hadn't reloaded my musket, and then we're at 5 minutes of reloading this fucking thing. There we go. Provo's not doing too well. I definitely need to invest a little bit more in Sir Phobos there. You don't have to take 5 minutes to reload a damn musket. I don't think that's gonna. Stand above, damn it. You're the queen. Alright. Oh god, and bottomless stomach and brutal cheese. Alright. So movie fodder it is. No wonder you fought so ferociously. You know your passives suck. Metal home schematic. Oh well, okay. Alright. Oh, I've discovered something too that's kind of annoying about these armor schematics when you get like uncommon rares. It doesn't actually improve protection.
Actually, it does slightly.
It doesn't? I haven't seen it because, like, okay, metal helm is defensive 50. For like a uncommon, it's still going to be 50, but the durability instead of 700 is like 1,000. Okay, so that may be worth it, but other stuff is not so much. Oh, see. I put that on you, Sir Frobos, and you just checked the countryside. I ain't given anything like that to you. Well, I mean, you already have seen it. Actually, Sir Frobos is a chick. Sir Frobos is a chick. I think it should be, open alley, damn it. Yeah, it's a chick. Okay, never mind. I should be calling you Madam Sir, Madam Phobos. Oh, well. Alright, who's causing shit? Look, bees, if you're gonna sit there...
There's 41 rounds of course musket ammo in here if you need it.
Course ammo?
Okay.
Yeah.
Aw, man, did you guys both have to... You know, you could have, like, lived and joined us on the farm with your favorite Elizabeth bee that you... But no! Oh, hey, here's some sulfur right here. Let's do this! Hey, so now we got, like, 40 sulfur. I'm so glad this stuff is...
You know what the worst part is? Now we gotta build a third fucking cargo container.
Oops.
I'm going to take a little break, stand up and stretch. I'll be right back.
tournaments as well. But yeah, I've got a bunch of really great servants. And that's just from just playing the game all the time, playing gacha, getting the login bonuses and stuff like that. And so yeah, you know, if you just kind of play it, it's actually one of those games that rewards the casual player in that you don't have to spend money. That's how the casual players report. You don't have to spend money.
Well, there are a lot of games that are like that. They call them freemium games. The thing is that if you're gonna play a gacha game, you have to have some control. If you don't, you're gonna be like gambling. You're gonna keep spending as much money over and over again.
And it's the same. It's the same kind of impulse that gamblers have. So if you're gambling, if you're somebody who has the gambling addiction gene, it's not something you should be doing.
Yes.
And I need to take her out because I'm going to beef her up. She's a workaholic. Actually, no. I don't really have to beef up workaholics. Not done any good. Why is it so slowing down, damn it? But
there's a new gacha game coming out, Wuthering Heights.
Yeah.
Wuthering Waves.
Wuthering Waves, yeah. Wuthering Waves.
I'm sorry, Wuthering Heights is a TV.
Wuthering Heights, where you have to like beat Cat. You're Heathcliff, and you have to beat Kathy's Army of Ghosts. Got it. All along to a remix Kate Bush soundtrack.
I thought it was a soap opera. But
well, yeah, it is. But Kate Bush made a song. You know, her big breakout single was based on after she'd watched a BBC play of it. And it's late at night, and I haven't warmed up my voice, so don't ask me to sing that. I could, but not right now.
It's all good.
Actually, Kate Bush is like a top soprano. I'm like somewhere between mezzo soprano and top soprano. But I'm also severely out of practice. Anyway.
Oh, ma'am, do you want metal armor?
Yeah.
I know you're still rocking pelt armor.
That we kind of looked into. I suppose
right,
if I were
swing your way on to the second base.
I'd give it a shot when it comes out. I heard of Ferocious Pals somewhere.
Uh-oh.
Shit, it's not this base.
Behind
Damn
you?
it.
Oop, there.
Oh, I forgot to check. Do you guys give me an Anubis? Yes, there's the Anubis egg. Thank you. Now you guys can take a break.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Especially since there's not enough cake.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see
Oh, they are in this base. Yes. But I'm getting a whole shitload of slowdown. Holy damn it. Game, why do you fucking Fidget do this to me? Alright, time to go. Alright, Fox Sparks, it's time to play. Wait, what the fuck happened to God damn, the slowdown made it so that I pulled out my fill bat. I never used my fill bat for anything. You freaking whore. This one. Well, luckily it'll take a minute to get to the sweet spot. And I mean sweet spot for me. What is it? I hope you're a wild walk and not one I've tamed, because I'm... Holy shit, this slowdown, my god. Alright, come here. Oh, good, I got an Incineram knocked, yeah. That's what I need, because I need, yeah.
Can you capture the ones attacking the base?
Yeah, I'm just
I've
shooting
tried many
fish.
times, they just end up dying, so...
Yeah.
No, you can capture them.
Yeah. Damn it, I was trying to get one of the, I'm trying to put one in this smoothie. I'll come back here. Don Quixote is #1 fan. Cherry Power of Gaia. Well, that's.
Also, I did watch a commentary on a new game while or I listened to it, I should say. No Rest for the Wicked, made by the same company that did Ori, and it looks. Really
I just captured one of those Incinerams.
Cool. Yeah, I was trying to get one more, and I caught the knocked. Anyway. But sorry, Chops, go ahead.
Well, basically, I was saying that I watched a commentary on a new game called No Rest for the Wicked. It was done by Asmongold.
Oh. Huh.
Okay, so he was playing the game, and I started listening to it, and I realized the story actually sounds really good. So maybe it's something you got, huh?
It does. It's ringing a bell. So, yeah.
There might be a trailer for it, but it's like I said, it's made by the same guys who did Ori. So Ori was actually a 2-dimensional side-scrolling role-playing game, and this one is actually 3-dimensional. You've played anything like Diablo or Diablo 3 or Diablo 4, or if you played like some of the other ones that are out there. I'm sure you've heard of some of the new ones that are out. There's quite a few, but
It's going to be an ARPG? Is that what it's going to be?
it's a single player RPG that looks like that looks very similar to how Diablo plays.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Like you call it, I guess the word is isometric. Symmetric.
Yep.
Down to you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you've seen a lot of other, like Last Epoch. That's the most popular one right now.
Yeah, I've been playing that.
But a lot of people keep telling me it has a good story to it.
What's that, Last Epoch?
Yeah, Last Epoch. I've heard. Well, the game itself.
Yeah.
That I was talking about.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's called No Rest for the Wicked.
No, which one did you say had a decent story?
Oh, yes, the Last Epoch.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
at least that's what people are telling me anyway.
It's. I don't necessarily play it, for it, but if you did, it's not bad so far.
But if you want
I
to
play
see...
it for the plot.
And I think
Well,
the story's not actually finished yet either.
It is a looter, though.
Well, now we can add cannibalism to the shit that goes on in this game.
What?
Yeah, well, I thought we already agreed that, yeah.
I just fed some lamb mutton to Sir Aries.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, we practice cannibalism here.
He didn't exactly say he was on a vegan day. It wasn't Meatless Monday for him, sorry.
how do you think I got lamb and hybrid to be so brutal? First, you make them think their own species is nothing. After that, everything else is simple.
Have you played Valheim at all, Shin?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Oh,
They,
I meant to.
they have a new game that's very similar to it, but it's actually better.
Valheim 2 Electric Boogaloo.
No, it's I can tell you real quick. It's also
Valheim 2 Valheim Harder.
It could be.
Hey, as long as it's not Valheim for the Valheimining.
We're kind of pretending that that doesn't exist.
Sounds like the.
So there's one.
Oh yes, Enshrouded, the one with the beyond, the one that made Palworld and Craftopia's building systems look like a masterpiece.
You know what? Look at the building system. It looked pretty good to me.
Literally, you cannot connect anything to each other. I was watching this one stream. Somebody built a house. They couldn't build it until shit wasn't able to connect to each other. Literally, you had spaces you could walk in between it, and that was the only way they could build the house. It was the weirdest thing.
That seems like a bad thing.
Generally speaking, yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I was doing some building in there. I didn't really have any problem connecting stuff. In fact, I think the building system in that, because you can change materials on the fly without having to, like, you know, that's all. Once you get used to the menus, it's kind of pretty good. But I haven't played enough of it because every time I try to start it now, it crashes.
Oh, that's the other problem.
All kinds of stuff. Make ammunition, but nothing to fix my crossbow.
Oh yeah.
I've done nothing but make ammunition for I don't even know how long at this point.
Yeah.
But it's worth it because I'll be able to shoot all the things.
You finally upgraded to the M1?
No, I'm still on a handgun.
Oh, so you haven't got the rifle yet?
No. I'm only level 31.
It's a thing of beauty.
Oh, okay. I guess I've caught up to you then. If you're level 31. So I've got the handgun. I haven't used it because I don't really have enough ammo for it yet. But...
That's why I needed sulfur. I needed sulfur so I could just start mass producing handgun ammo.
there is quite a bit of sulfur at the home base. In fact, I probably should make. Oh, I'll wait till people out level the handguns and.
At some point, if we get the chance to make a fourth base, we might want to do a location that has access to a lot of sulfur veins.
That's putting it like right on top of the volcano.
Yeah, which you can do. You just have to make sure that when you go, you have to.
I will say this: I am not a fan of the fact that with how limited Palworld's building is and where it lets you build stuff. Like in my solo game, I made a base up here as well, so that I could also have access to just a whole bunch of iron and coal and stuff. Yeah. And it is a nightmare trying to build on any kind of sloped surface.
Yep.
Because you've got this strict square grid, and it's like, oh yeah, you can only be like a certain amount above ground before we're just going to be like, nope, you can't build that. Which just seems so arbitrary and unnecessary.
Yeah. It's a huge pain.
Oh, absolutely.
I did find a place that's fairly decent for mining ore and coal at the same time. And it's still, I really only had a little bit of space to build the PAL bunker and their hot spring and, food and, food generation. And then everything else has to be, it's, because the arbitrary nature of just even building on this particular rock. It's like, oh, nope, that's too far from the ground. You can't build it here. And I remember in Craftopia where you could build all sorts of crazy shit. So it feels like,
I was telling Midgeworth the other day, it's like one of the things I missed most about Craftopia that I wish they'd brought over to this game was being able to build the offshore bases.
Yeah, building offshore bases, being able to build. Like, I basically built an entire castle, medieval castle town, because I put all the storage underneath and then built everything on top. But you can't really do that here.
No.
Because you have the foundations and then you can't build these crazy cliffside castles. Because I built like a cliffside castle where it's basically hanging off the edge of the cliff, like in some Europeans, castles are. But you can't do that in Palworld because I guess if they made it to, people would build their stuff in the sky and make them raid free. But it feels like just do it. If you have to do away with those raids because they're really not really add much to the game. And then if you get to a certain point anyway, they become kind of, just a way for you to get free pals or free XP or free mats because you're basically just shooting them in a barrel. Even if you have a place that's not, you just have the walls around them big, they still can't get in. So there's really no point to those raids.
Not to mention
So if they have to give up the raids, I think they should just give up the raids and bring back the Craftopia building system.
Yeah, and not to mention that even then, I mean, you build a base like up here where the second one is, and you're basically already raid free. So the idea is moot at that point.
Yeah.
By letting someone build wherever they want, you kind of made that a matter of when, not if.
Yeah, and the thing is that it would only add to the longevity of the game, because people taking all this time to build like Minecraft level of crazy bases and shit, it's just going to keep people playing the game more. Now they don't have to worry about subscriptions because they're not one of those dipshits that charges a monthly subscription, but still, you want people to be playing the game for a decent amount of time, and adding nuances and people being able to build crazy ass bases just makes it, and trying to figure out how to build these crazy ass bases,
it
makes people playing the game more.
Yeah.
So they really should just bring it back. They should completely bring the Craftopia building system in. Of course, they need to fix it first because the Craftopia system was pretty broken too.
Yeah.
It wasn't as broken though.
Escalators everywhere.
Yeah.
Hey, I love my people mover.
Oh, the people mover is fucking fantastic. We basically had that shit going around an entire
Island.
Yeah. Because I built one too, although I built mine for practical purposes. Because I was basically having those.
I said fuck practical. I did it because I could.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, this has been my thing from the get go with Palworld. It has some neat ideas. It has some cool designs for some of the pals. It has, a good mix of absurdity and, just general silliness. The thing that hampers it is just the fact that everything in it is still rudimentary, and it all feels like it's been pulled from different games, and there's no visual or even just gameplay cohesion in some of them.
Well, of course not. They've literally admitted that nobody knew what the hell they were doing.
And we're starting to see now.
There was no versioning, no whatnot. We're keeping track of versions literally on buckets of flash keys. Not getting anything. They literally ran out of money the week before they launched, so everybody was working for free.
And there's the raids. There's too many raids. Really, guys, you don't need that fucking many.
It's also they haven't balanced the grind with the rest of the game either. I like the grind.
Well, that was the problem with Craftopia too.
Takes a lot. Whereas if they added more things to explore, more combat that wasn't, either too far above your level or too far below your level,
Yep.
Yep.
Absolutely.
And like I was saying, that's something that Palworld kind of got. That is one of the few things Palworld did get from Craftopia, was this absurdly imbalanced leveling structure, which just does not do it any favors. Yeah, at all. It's just a hindrance, and it doesn't have to be there.
I think some of this stuff is some like certain conventions with like MMOs and whatnot, like the corpse runs. Literally no point to those, but they added anyway to kind of. I don't even think they were really trying to, create artificial longevity with that. I think they just assumed, oh well, this is in some games, so you have to add it in there. No, you don't.
You really don't.
It's time wasting thing. You can add more. You don't even have to add content. Just like the building system in from Craftopia would extend the game more if you're worried about longevity, which I don't think they are. They're like, they because that's a single player game, so they don't have a reason to be worried about longevity. But
well, they've publicly stated it's put the game down, and
and that just further cements it that it's fine to put into. They're not worried about longevity. So why add something like corpse runs? And I think it's not because they were worried about the longevity. I think they were just worried. They just put it in there because other games had it in there.
Well, it's usually added because they're worried or not, the game isn't difficult, right?
Well, yeah.
And it's
with the
Artificial
a lazy way of.
some of the bosses, that's not a problem.
Yeah, artificial longevity. Now, in the case of like the reason why World of Warcraft added is because that way they can have people wasting time. It's a time waster for MMOs that are based on subscription models.
Originally, the bosses were at 10, 20, 30, 40, and 50, but even they realized after the changes they've made, they rejiggered them, so now they're 10, 30, 15, 30, 40, 45, and 50.
We just had back-to-back raids. What the shit? The timer on these is broken. So anyway. But yeah, for the students, it just proves that we may love the game, but we're not blind to its faults.
As long as I keep the door shut, they can't get in, right?
Yeah, no, they can't get in. It's annoying though, and sometimes the pals kind of like fixate on them when they're trying to beat down the walls. Even if you have the alarm bell set to keep working, slaves. Like here, I'll even do it. I'll even set it to focus on work. They focus on work, but they still don't obey it. Okay, no, it looks like they're doing it now. I'm actually gonna like watch here. And if they get in, I can have Sir Phobos. Uh-oh, they might actually break down one of the walls. Oh, they did, but they nerfed the walls. I don't know why. And that's the other thing too, is that nerfing the walls to make raids more serious or whatever. But it's they really don't know what they're doing.
Raids are.
I love your game, but holy shit.
Raids are interesting when you're first starting because you don't have the resources.
Yeah.
Once you have the resources, they just become an annoyance, right? You don't really gain anything from them.
Actually, they're a great way to collect pals.
Well, yeah, you can collect pals, and then like PETA here drops actually a pretty decent amount of resources. Syndicate drops a lot of ammo, so yeah, they're actually used for that. But other than that,
Well, here's the thing. In my solo game, I literally did not have a raid until well after I had stone walls built.
Yeah, until I had my fortress up, they didn't invade me either.
Yeah.
So the inconsistency of it is also just kind of causing that to be an issue.
So even with the drops and pals and whatnot, it's still more of a nuisance, leaning more towards this nuisance. So yeah, they need to iron out some of these issues.
Hmm.
Everybody's sleeping. Shit. Ah, come on, dang it. Okay, there's meat. So let's see if I got my blaze house yet. Cool. Okay, buddy, we're cooking. Mushrooms. Oh shit! No way. I made the Gale Claw stuff. I was worried. I'm like, oh shit. Did the Gale Claw meat go bad?
Wow,
It
what
did
is
not.
that? I want one of those. Blaze Howl?
They're in
Actually, I'll tell you what. I have. I actually have an egg that's going to hatch into Blaze Howl. So
How do you know
I was
that?
I've been trying to get him up a little bit so I can get him up to kindling 4, but
There's stuff on the web that tells you how to breed correctly.
yeah. The main thing is just getting Cake, and Cornet has the only one that has the kindling 4.
yeah.
Because Cake takes forever, even with kindling 4. But anyway, let's see. Do you have a room here? Do you have a room?
He's probably got one of the rooms on the 3rd floor.
Okay. Because if you have like a room that you picked, I'll put one of the eggs in there.
Let's see. I don't never picked a room, so
The rooms on the 3rd floor are open.
yeah, I know where the eggs are. I can see them everywhere.
Yeah. No, I've got a particular egg. Actually, you know what? Here.
Oh, there's an empty room up here.
Ah, here you go. Okay. Is there a storage thing? Oh, there's no storage.
Okay.
Wow, I have no fiber.
There's tons of fiber at the 2nd base.
Shit, there's no ingots either. But
There's tons of ingots at the 2nd base.
Hold on.
Oh, actually, if you're building stuff.
Well, I might as well build one.
Oops. Damn
I
it.
find it ironic that there's no fiber since we have tons of wood.
Well, most of the wood here has been gathered from a source that doesn't give you fiber.
Don't eat the wood, man.
There you go. Handicraft 3, go! Alright. Here's a blaze howl egg. There you go. And let's see, we got a incubator. I will put an incubator here. And there you go. But yeah, I bred a couple of pals to produce a blaze owl. And let's see. Oh, I forgot to put my Anubis egg in my. Well, I'm mainly raising Anubis for the Handicraft 4. Oh, okay, the bruncher of rib roast, that was already a food. Oh shit, we're out of space for food. Crap. And we won't be able to get a refrigerator until later.
Build a second box.
Well, don't you need to have 2 different pals?
Yeah.
Unless I mean.
That or move some of the food to another base.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Okay, I'll pull out the food now. And we'll set the timers on everything else. There. Alright. I guess I'll build them on base numero 3. Let's see, where should we build this? Considering Swedes typically like to be out in the middle more, so put it right here. Oh shit. Never mind, I needed to get fucking. Need to get ice organs, which I think we've got. Oh, damn it. The wrong. No, don't roll, bitch. The fuck? Damn, it keeps. Alright. No, it looks like everybody's awake, so I'll put the food back in the thing.
Well,
And then go grab it. Oh yeah, we definitely have more than enough ice organs here.
Hey, Fox. Yeah. I thought I did too, honestly. And then I double checked, and it turned out that apparently I hadn't. So, figured I better do that.
I think we had a furnace here. I mean, I don't really need one, but. Oh wait, no, we do. We have 2, in fact. That then.
There we go. I've got heat-resistant armor.
There we go. There you go, vanilla ice. Keep chilling. 20 ingots.
well,
Yeah.
Thank you. Wow, this is funny. I didn't realize that the metal armor has less defense than the heat-resistant variant. Now I can explore the volcano.
Oops. I didn't mean to do that. Oh god. Too many. Well, that other people didn't get me making.
So apparently the dungeons actually change the locations.
Yeah, yeah, they swap out.
Yeah, some close and then some open. The dungeons themselves are a fixed location, but they open and close at different times.
Which I think is a nice touch.
Yeah, it actually is kind of unique. I'll give them that. But like, okay, game8.co actually has a map that shows where all the dungeons are. And it just depends. It's just a luck of the draw if they're open or closed on that at that particular time to visit them. I was going to base number 3. Oh, that's right. I forgot to put away the cows that were just there for breeding purposes. Actually, they can do other things. So I'll just have like Inglet and Lucian. There you go. You've had your fun. That's why this war sect is not a pal that I was expecting to be that hard worker, but here we are. Alright.
Ooh, Purin.
Now we can build it. Oh, why is it at this weird ass angle? Oh, that's right, because my character's face is at a weird ass angle. And obviously, you want to put this. Will get more. Yay, so many friends helping build the cooler. Thank you, guys.
Okay, you're pretty much on the volcano. You're going to find nothing but scorched eggs. So,
And a couple of huge dragon eggs. So yeah, if you manage to get a another Eurotype Ignis and it's the opposite sex of the one you have, get to breeding. Because that's the only way you can get anymore.
I tried making that breeding base, but there was no space on my base.
And this is the other thing. You can't really expand. I mean, like, you can't build up, really. Not in any meaningful way.
No, you
I mean,
can't.
there's this because yeah, you try to build up like this, but the pals only seem to go up a certain height. It's aggravating.
Very.
So yeah, we feel that pain.
Well, see, that begs the question then. If you build a flat roof, can you build it on top of the flat roof?
Well, I mean, it's like this. The way you build, the way that Shin built this thing, you have these the roofs on top, and that's actually what these extra floors are. But the problem is that a lot of times it's very difficult to get pals going up the stairs.
they're still working on the pathing, clearly.
Yeah, and so it's just a pathing issue. Otherwise, we could build up, you know. But yeah, now it's weird because some of the flying pals seems to phase through the walls and put shit in. Like, okay, if you build 3 floors and you have a wardrobe, some of the flying pals seem to put the crap in your wardrobe. And
Furthermore, even if you have the wardrobe security lock, they disregard it.
Yeah, and if like you have doors going to it and you close them, they still get in somehow.
They know all your
I
passwords.
just don't understand it. Like the pals you want going up the stairs, stay on the first floor, and the ones you don't want going in there somehow manage to phase through walls and doors, closed doors. So yeah, pathing is still an issue. Okay, so made food is here on the third days. Let's see, who does only cooling? I think I have an extra. Where's he at? Alright, Pingle, you're going back in storage. Oops, no, we don't want him out either. We want our little buddy, Joe Talk, who only does cooling and cooling only. And that's, we don't want him doing other weird shit, getting distracted by crap. Let's distract that he's going to be. Yep. There he is. Oh, if you need wood and stone and stuff like that, there's a whole metric fuck ton of that over here at base 3.
Right now, I'm just trying to get enough stuff to repair the crossbow. Of course, it also allows me to capture stuff. I got something called a Nox. I didn't have that one before.
Oh yeah.
Mean little critters.
Yeah. Those are pretty good. That's old tags. Oh, good. I can actually make a cooking pot here, and I will do so. Alright, let's do this. Oh, that's right. It doesn't matter because like the cooling thing there is for regular food. Oh well.
Yay! And fed.
Actually, I probably need to make some more wheat. I got 200, but still. And then whoever has watering can do that. No rush. Okay, so let's see. It's 12:52. Just started. Actually, for cake, I wish there was a tap and just have your character keep doing this instead of having to hold the freaking button down, which I thought they'd fix.
Well, I'd prefer they had a toggle.
Well, that's what I mean. Something you were supposed to basically just click X, but I have to hold this down to keep cooking. Yeah, like for if you have a pal that has kindling 3, it takes about 3 minutes to make a cake. One cake. And I suppose they want to make it difficult to get like Blaze Howl's higher level pals just through breeding. But I don't.
Well, what you do then is you just introduce a failure rate.
Yeah, exactly. I think they probably should have just had added failure rates into it. Because, making the difficulty being having to sit here and bake cakes is just a nuisance. Especially since you have to hold the X button down to make the damn thing.
Yeah. I'm not a fan of that.
Yeah, so they should just make cakes easy to make. Or make the materials to make the cake difficult to get.
I'd rather introduce failure
but
rates.
But failure rates, actually, that is a much better way of doing it. I mean, okay, in Final Fantasy XIV, you have crafting. And crafting is almost a mini game. And that's one of the things I do like about the game. I will admit that gameplay-wise, Final Fantasy XIV is actually pretty stale. Not going to lie. Say, oh, you must be really great at it. I'm like, no, I'm not. It's still stale. It'd be difficult and still stale at the same time. That is possible. And unfortunately, the game is really still complex. But what's interesting is the crafting. The crafting itself is a mini game that has combos. Crafting combos, really. And there's failure rates. And those failure rates are pretty steep when you get higher up. But you also have extra skills that you actually have rotations in crafting. And you have to keep in mind your crafting rotations. You have to have, it's best if you have certain material, it requires certain materials that may or may not be difficult to get. And gathering itself is also another issue about failure rates and all that. But there are you can take all that time, gathering those rare materials and then set out to craft and get all your ducks in a row, and there's still going to be a luck factor where you fail. It's painful, I will admit. It's like, oh God, it took me forever to get all that shit, and I failed? What the fuck? It's really frustrating. But at the same time, it does make sure that you have that, okay, only the people who are really, really, really dedicated to crafting. And yeah, I'm one of those people. Keep doing this, so they're the ones that get the fancy ass rewards. So yeah, failure rates for eggs does seem like that would be a much smarter way of doing this.
Hey, Fox, I saw that you released new merch. I saw that.
let's see, who was
He's talking to one of his audience.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah, Cyberfox was is in the chat. They mentioned the new merch that they're releasing.
Oh, Pangolin, you're going off in the water and you're gonna have a fun time. And you're gonna be assigned to There we go. The blossoming among the pals. They're busy, quote unquote. Did you get stuck? You got stuck. It's kind of annoying having to make sure that when they're hungry, they're not stuck in a fucking pixel trap.
Right.
That's quite a nuisance. Ugh.
Nice. Got a beacon.
Nice.
Oh, and I got a legendary handgun
Ooh.
schematic.
Ooh.
Oh, we can definitely use that.
That will come in handy.
I'll say.
Just a tad.
Okay, I think I'm going to turn in early tonight because I am beat right now.
And I know when we shut down, I'm just gonna pass out. Like,
We had a long day today, so we
oh goodness.
Yeah.
perfectly understand.
Yeah, I had a drive and everything today too. All right. I'm gonna end the stream here, friends. You can go over and continue with either Cornet or Shin, and keeping on there. And thanks a lot, and thanks Shin and everybody for these Friday nights or Saturday nights. I'm sorry.
Always.
I don't even know what it is anymore. What day of the week is it?
Yeah, we're definitely tired there. Bullshit.
These endless voids from which we shall never escape. Yeah.
All right, thanks.
Party on.
I didn't mean to kill the lamb. No. Oh.
I suppose by the transit of property, I too must be Vulcan as a motherfucker. I suppose by the transit of property, I too must be Vulcan as a motherfucker.